Aki here. This episode contains themes of child death. Viewer discretion is advised, and please take care of yourselves. Thank you.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 11 of Goblets and Gays. This is going to be a fun one. I say that every week, and it always is. We just make it happen. I am Aubrey. Use she, her pronouns. I am your GM. I will turn it over to my players to introduce themselves, their characters, and answer our RP question for the night. And the RP question for the night is, what is your character the most insecure about? We'll start with you, Aki.
Hello, I'm Aki. I go by she, her, and I
Aubrey has-
play Estrella Soli, who also goes by she, her. She is a young half elven bard runaway, currently taking a detour from being fucking cursed, and is now a princess hunter who is also a princess. Oops. And what is she most insecure about? Well, quite literally prior to this, nothing. And now it would appear that her entire fucking lineage was an accident. So I mean, that's something to be pretty insecure about.
Just a little bit.
insecure about her existence.
Oh yeah, no, like she had nothing. You had nothing on her. Now you do. It weighs on her heavily.
Well, Ferris, since you go next.
Hello, I'm Ferris. She, her pronouns. I am playing Jamisa, who also uses she, her pronouns. She is the half hobgoblin, barbarian, traitor to her home country. And her biggest insecurity, I don't know. I think there's so many to choose from. But I think she is actually fairly insecure about her general physique and looks, especially now that she has scar running down her face.
That's so cute. Fuck.
It is. Sparlock, you're up next.
Hello, I'm Sparlock. I use he, him pronouns, and I play Groon, who uses she, her pronouns. And Groon is most concerned normally or most insecure. She's always worried that she's going to disappoint Heavy. I mean, after all, he did send her away for a fire that she absolutely did not start. No way. It wasn't her. Although more recently, have you heard about that one time that her god Vasil destroyed a city and ate their souls?
No, bro. Oh my god. Ruin's entire fucking life is in shambles.
Oh, baby.
I feel like I missed a lot last week.
Oh, you actually
This was weeks ago.
this is from a couple of weeks ago when the lore dump happened.
Oh,
Rune's just been sitting on it. Rune
Yeah.
was like, I just put it all in a bottle deep inside me. Nothing bad could ever happen.
She's
Uh.
waiting for the next time they can get to a temple because she has some figuring out to.
That's valid.
When can I harass Groon for an emotional discussion about our god feelings?
Eventually. Shrila.
Hey, if you're not a coward.
And Shrila, you're up next.
hi, I'm Trula. My pronouns are she, her. I am back after celebrating my birthday, even though this is totally coming out after my birthday. And I play Ileana, our lovely Dustwalker witch, who may or may not be escaping a cult with her boyfriend. And Ileana's insecurities is the fact that she doesn't think she's good enough at anything. Like anything. I mean, she died trying to steal something. So yeah, she feels very not enough. So
Well, I guess we will round it out with you, Ultimate Serena Simp.
Hi everyone, I'm Ultimate Serena Simp, but you can call me Tick for the duration of this. I use any pronouns and I am playing Marrow. A monk born and raised in the take a breath, sorry. A monk born and raised in the underworld, now with potential daddy issues, TM.
You didn't already have those?
Listen, now with potential daddy issues that might come up at some point in this campaign. They use they them pronouns, and what they're the most insecure about Honestly, I guess all the family stuff that might be true, because like, is Doan evil? Sources say yes, but Marrow says that can't be true. But like, if he's they're starting to get really insecure about the fact that they might not really know their family like they did, and are they really like their dad if he's evil? Also, their fashion sense,
Don't
but
forget
that's
about
like,
potential half siblings.
ignore that. But also less serious note, their fashion sense now, because Estrella's on point and Marrow's just like, I look like I came out of a Hot Topic.
Yeah.
Not even Hot Topic came out of warm objectives. I don't know. I couldn't think of enough words for topic. I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
Took
but
me a second.
serious family issues, less serious fashion sense.
Yeah. Well, that's everybody. So what happened last week?
Well, I haven't done this in a
Hell did y'all
while.
do?
I got this, maybe. So we arrived at a town that was not looking great. The crops were all dead, and the trees looked like crap, and the town had died. And kind of it had. We find eventually people all holed up in the inn and are told, no, the town is under attack every night. They come at night, ah! And we finally get out of them, but they can attack them every night and steal townsfolk. And this has been going on for, what, 6 months? No. The people died 6 months.
No, people died more than 6 months.
Oh, yeah, anyway, the timeline is fuzzy. But something happened 6 months ago, and then this happened like a month ago. It's been going on for a while, and we all kind of convene in the inn, and we decide we can't go find them. We'll just let them come here and see what we're dealing with. And then they come, and they smash through all of the boarded up windows, and they just kick our butts for a little while, and then we kick their butts back quite efficiently. Meanwhile, something has crashed through the upper window because there was a hole upstairs that I didn't know about until after it happened. Because I didn't ask that. And a person, a scarecrow, the maniacal being behind all of this, who can say, broke into one of the rooms and stole something potentially like a box. It left behind a box imprint in the dust. Estrella did a little mind melding with a scarecrow and learned there is a being whose name escapes me right now.
The townspeople called it a Bioak.
Bioak, yes. And it is extremely buff, but has antlers. Which is not what I heard, but I have been corrected. Very buff
Has
creature
antlers?
with antlers, chilling out in the woods, controlling these scarecrows. The innkeeper has gone, and so we interrogate the mayor about this stolen box, and the mayor tells us that there was a family that lived here like 10, maybe some time ago.
It was roughly about 10 years ago.
Yeah. Hey, Brain, welcome back. 10 years ago, and they suffered a terrible tragedy wherein they all fell off a bridge and died. And the scarecrows, as they were attacking us, were also like garbling out names. They were the names of his family. And then about 6 months ago, something happened, and then the crops started dying, I guess. And then a month ago is when the scarecrows showed up. But anyway, we have a bit of a heading. We know they're in the woods. We think we can find them. And we're going after this Bioak wag that is torturing this town. And that's pretty much everything I have.
That's pretty much where you left off. You talked to a bunch of people. You got information that that room had been sealed off since the people say that there was a family who was coming here to set up a farm. They unfortunately did not make it. Their wagon went over the bridge into the water. Bodies were never found. Yeah, and you got more. And currently, you're getting ready to sit down and rest and do this in the morning. You have time to figure out what your plan is. You've been told that either Conrad or Inga will take you out to the old Temple of Rin thing. That's where they believe the Bioak has set up its lair.
Do they know anything about the Bioak? Why am I asking? Gru doesn't know enough to ask that.
I did though. I asked that, and I believe it was like I don't know, it was left here when the gods sealed the Fae away, and now it's just chilling. But Yeah, Faye, probably powerful, pretty fucking old, lives in my grandpa's old temple.
Yep.
They're just vibing, you know, like just chilling, taking a nap. But I think we're all going to sleep the rest of the night to recover and then head out into the forest to investigate.
Yep, and Grun will go ahead and heal anybody up that still needs health. All the civvies are good, except for the one that was possibly kidnapped, because she did do the group heal for them, so she won't need to go down and triage.
Ferris is dead.
Her internet has died, so
Oops. This early intermission is brought to you by Crocs.
no,
No.
no,
You know what? Bother.
Crocs has to pay.
Dick.
No, I fucking mean it. Crocs has to pay us a lot of fucking money if they ever want me to breathe near them. Okay.
Hello.
Ferris,
You hear me?
Yes.
Yes, you're back, Ferris.
internet wanted
Okay,
me to
so it's not my
knock out-
internet. My computer froze.
Oh.
Yeah, but it
First
Get out.
Patreon purchase.
it
Okay.
is.
Ferris, the new computer.
And we'll use my phone as long as it lasts.
Ferris phone ASMR.
Yep. So
Anyway, I do need a little bit of healing though, Grun. I'm at
I
like
do too. Since Aubrey apparently let me get hurt.
Yeah.
we didn't let you
Aubrey
get killed though.
Aubrey almost crit you, but then then she rolled it wrong or something, or she like used it on me previously. It was kind of funny.
Yeah, so it'll happen eventually. How much HP are you down?
5. If I looked at it correctly.
You were complaining about 5?
That's it. I can't see it anymore, but I'm pretty sure I was like 20 down or
I see.
30. I don't remember how much we healed up by the end.
So you're all right in like 20 minutes. She'll spend bandaging you. And then you said 30?
I don't know. I think that's I'm
Aubrey
trying to remember from
confirmed.
last week. I can't look at it right now.
I need 17 health left.
All right, so 2 at a time, 3, and then you said you need 17.
Yes.
Okay, so in about
Ileana
40
can also
minutes,
help with
everyone's
this.
good.
Mhm. Ferris, you're only down. You're down less than 10 HP because I think
Oh, I
Gruden
guess
cast healing at the end. Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't remember if that had happened or if I was hoping it had happened.
We are all healthy, mostly.
Healthy and on the mend.
That you are. So, is there anything you want to do during the night, or do you just want to skip to the next one?
Hey, you know how you guys called me a coward saying I could talk to Grun today if I want?
Do it. Do it.
Do it.
Can I bother Grun for a conversation maybe while we're on watch?
Well, I mean, isn't she bandaging you up?
Oh yeah, true. We could have a deep discussion of this is the type of discussion that we don't want to have in front of other people though, you know, content including forbidden god lore. So if you'll
1 second,
bandage
sorry.
if you'll bandage Mero in the back of the Denny's at 3 a.m., yeah, we can have a conversation. Chad's dead.
And here lies Sparlock.
Oh, you lit up there for a second.
We're just dropping
Sorry,
like flies tonight.
Had someone
Oh no.
Chad's
That
just straight
again.
up god.
Did you hear me?
You said
You
someone
dropped out.
and then you dropped.
Why is
Okay.
it doing that?
I don't know.
This is a sign that we aren't supposed to record tonight.
Apparently.
Wish.
Too
First
bad.
Maybe I
Turns
just
me
need a new
off.
battery for my
Wait.
keyboard.
Can I bother Grun in the back of a Denny's at 3 a.m. for a deep, insightful conversation about God and ethics?
The best place for it.
We
Where
all-
is this Denny's?
we all know Denny's is a lawless zone. I guess like maybe while Grun's bandaging, if there's like not a lot of people around, I'm gonna try to have a.
Are you going to do it up in the inn proper or down in the root cellar or the storm cellar where everyone else is?
Not where everyone else is probably
Cool.
because
You can do it up in the inn proper where there's not many. There's like nobody.
yeah, you know, have a nice conversation while Grun's bandaging those wounds. But I guess as Grun's, you know, helping and bandaging, Mero's just gonna look at them and be like, Grun,
Yes.
you're quite a religious person as well.
Do you a little bit, you know, the gods let me light things on fire. It helps.
That's certainly true. You heard what happened a while ago, right? With what was said that the. Do you think it's true?
I I don't know. I tried asking Heavy about it, but he won't answer the sending stone.
That's
He's getting the message. He just can't or doesn't maybe he doesn't want to talk back.
I don't think that he wouldn't want to. Maybe something's going on back at home that's keeping him a little busy.
There was fire and stuff when we left. I didn't cause it though. That just this once. And I mean I don't what?
I know you didn't. I know you didn't. Don't worry. I just I don't I don't think the Fae can really lie, and there has to be at least some truth to what we were told. I can't believe that Dewan or any of the gods would do something like that. What do you think?
I don't know. And if there was a good reason, like should we be helping this fairy lady to open the door?
I don't know.
But I also, if Vasile, if what she says is true and he runs out of magic, then I won't be able to like light things on fire or heal anymore. And I mean, I know I'm old, so I'll probably, I don't know, a dragon will get to me before that happens, but
Well, first off, any dragon that's going to try getting to you is going to have to get through me first. Second off, I think these are a lot of questions that we have answered for, but what do we do if they really are as bad as being made out to be? I don't want to believe it, I don't want to think about it, but it's just the tiniest thought that. Aki, fucking stop!
No.
I have to close the chat, hold on.
oh god, what's Aki doing?
Voice
You-
context memes.
oh, goodness.
Sorry. Okay, I'm good. I don't want to think about it. I don't want to believe it. But if it is true that the gods are a lot worse than we think, what are we going to do? The others don't. They do care for gods, I think, at least a little bit. I know Estrella worships them, but what are we going to do?
Well, I mean, isn't your dad a god?
Yeah, he raised me. I I know he's a good person. At least I think he is. He has to be, right? He was a good dad and everything. There's nothing I could have asked for that was better. I don't think he would do anything bad.
Well, then he must have had a good reason. I mean, Vasile, like, and Heavy saved me, and they taught me a lot and let me do fun things and go on adventures. They can't be all bad.
You're
I, d- I need to ask. I don't, I've got power, but Vasile's never talked to me. So how do you ask?
I I don't know if this is something that can be asked. I think it's something we have to find answers to ourselves. I don't know if I'd get a straight if I asked. And from what we heard about everything, what danger might befall if we do ask? I don't want the worst case to be true that there's things I don't know, but I know the gods, or at least I know that Dewan has to be at least a little bit of good inside there, or probably a lot more than just a little bit, but there has to be some reason or rationale, but just I'm still worried there's not. And I guess I'm worried for you too.
It's scary. I sometimes worry that maybe that's why maybe Heavy found out about what we found out and that's why he's not talking to me.
That's certainly a possibility that could have happened.
But Heavy wouldn't do that.
I have I met Heavy?
No.
uh
I think I have, but like not like hi Heavy. I'm
You met-
I'm Green's friend, but like hello, I'm in the background.
Yes, you did.
Say, I haven't met Heavy. What's he like?
He's really tall.
Like
Eh,
Dumisa tall or
I everybody is just really tall. I can't tell. Only when I look on and when I'm on Dumisa's shoulders, I can see, but normally I look up. I'll have to ride Dumisa's shoulders next time we're back and see.
I mean, it is nice to feel a little bit taller, I will admit. But he's tall. Is he a good person? He's nice, right?
He is. He saved me. He taught me how to help people. He taught me that if I was good and if I helped people, that Vasilde would let me do the thing he did, where he did the big fireball and saved me. And I finally did it.
You did do it. What did he save you from?
It was in the cave where my tribe used to live, and there were I couldn't tell what they were. They were big scary monsters, and they got everyone, and I was so scared, and he just happened to be passing through.
Can I give Grun a hug? Can I give Grun a little hug?
Grun is always good for a little hug.
You will get a hug, and I am glad that you're with us in our group today, that Heavy was able to help you, and that you can launch very good fireballs, usually at the enemies, but please not at the friends.
Dumisa said to do it.
Dumisa's not always the smart.
I made it a really weak fireball because I didn't want to hurt her, and not because that's just what happened to get rolled.
That's very responsible for you and entirely intentional, not because that's what was rolled. Definitely. I totally believe you. But no matter what happens with this, I know I want to get to the bottom of this, but promise me we'll stick together?
Of course.
All right. Dumisa actually showed me this. Can I lift up my fist like a props? To give Grun props? And just like, it's something that Dumisa showed me. You bump your fists together.
She'll look at you really weird and like do it in a strange way. So I guess she'll like bump from underneath. Like you won't get the fist to fist. It'll be like a smack up.
I mean, they don't know how to do it properly either, so like, yeah, that seems about correct enough. That's great. Well, I'm actually feeling really well right now. So you want to get?
Yeah. We should get sleep well.
And if you do ever need to talk about anything, just come give me a call.
I will. Do you mean like on the sending stone, or like just yell?
If I'm within yelling range, you can just yell.
Okay.
Yep, that's all.
Yeah, you all head on to bed, and eventually I'll wake up the next morning feeling as fresh as you can. You're all healed up. As everything's going on, people are cooking their trying to cook what meager food stores they have left, and cleaning up from the mess of the night before. What would you like to do?
Something of a breakfast. And
Oh, can I actually try cooking today?
have you ever cooked? That's not
Well,
a requirement. I'm just curious.
Little is a requirement for Dumisa.
No, a requirement. I'm just more curious than actually like stopping you.
You've inspired me to give it a try. I have cooked before. I will say that.
Go for it.
Mara will not elaborate on if they've actually succeeded or not.
But Teresa hasn't exactly aced that requirement herself.
Estrella is just gonna stay in the background with prestidigitation at ready.
Yep.
Okay, what do I roll?
Crafting.
Okay, I have a +1 to crafting. Let's go. Okay, so can I make a request, DM? Can I flavor text it because I got a 4?
Sure.
Oh my gosh.
Can I set the food on fire by accident?
Sure.
Okay, it's
Not
fitting.
that, not that there's really like. Sure, yeah. I'm like, there's not really a place to like cook, but sure.
I find
A fireplace?
Yeah, I mean, you set it on fire.
it's like that one GIF where the person mixes like cereal and milk together and somehow sets on fire. Guys,
Ooh, fire.
it's not supposed to be on fire. Lagoon, can you reverse fire it?
Yes. Just give me a minute. I think I can fix this. And so this is all happening first thing in the morning, right?
Yeah. Are people
Okay.
screaming in panic?
So
Probably, yeah.
the way I'm imagining this and DM tell me if I'm allowed to do this because it's kind of last minute. This is all happening while she's doing preparations, and Groon like looks over as like, oh no. And instead of preparing spiritual weapon for the day, in the last couple of minutes, she prepares enhanced victuals.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. So she comes over and like puts a lid on it and like is like, oh yeah.
Chad, you cut out.
You cut out.
Oh, sorry. So she puts a lid on it to put out the fire. It's like, oh, this'll be good. You just need to like a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and she will cast over the course of a minute enhanced victuals on the food, and will turn and be like, see, it's perfect, just the way you made it. And I will.
Thank the sealed.
What is enhanced victual?
You transform the target into delicious fare, changing water into wine or another fine beverage, or enhancing food's taste ingredients to make it a gourmet treat.
Oh!
Aww.
Yeah.
Oh! Mary will give a very
It's
thankful
just
nod.
slightly flambéed.
It's just a little bit burnt, but I guess it's good.
Breakfast creme brulee.
Yeah.
It's breakfast creme brulee. Groon is the savior of this breakfast, but yeah, I will serve breakfast to everyone, which was 99% Groon and 1% Mara setting it on fire.
You get a nod of approval from Nisa.
Estrella will eat it and will say nothing. And if you look at her, she gives you a nice big smile. But she will refrain from saying absolutely anything out of respect for your feelings. Also, I think at some point Estrella is gonna like tap Demisa on like, I don't know, the fucking knee, and just be like, okay, we forgot to do this yesterday or the day before. I don't know. It's been a while. You think we should tell Kratos that to not come to Crescent? I know we're not supposed to real it. I remembered this like 5 minutes ago.
Oh yeah, shoot. There's any chance his dad could be there who doesn't want to be there. I will send a message to Kratos.
Okay. You'll take the sending stone and send a message to Kratos. What is message going to say?
Don't go to Ecreset. Apparently, Heron is going there, and you know what that means. Talon, probably General Thorn, a problem. We'll meet you somewhere else. Stay safe. Be careful.
A minute or so later, you get a so about that.
He's already in
Oh,
Ecreset.
no.
What? How?
He said he was so far away.
He's
Let
like,
him
I've
finish.
been there for the last day. Will Lilo have people owe me favors? I'll be okay.
That's so ominous.
That's so
How did he get
ominous.
there so fast?
Why does he go from himbo to I have actually been a raider for like 24 years? Like, what the fuck?
How did he get there so fast? He said he was so far away. I am scared of what this means about our trip to Pleasantville. Do we know how long we were there?
A day.
Was it a real day?
Maybe
As
Kratos
far as you
is-
know,
Oh gosh.
I don't like the thing. Maybe Kratos is just speed. I don't know.
one
said it was
person
taking a
traveling
long time to
on a
get there.
horse. I don't know.
Because
If
he
he has a
said what
horse-
it was, and then he said it's going to take him a while to get there. We were probably going to beat him. They're so fast. I'm scared.
So what did he?
Well,
Oh dear.
he said he'll lay low. He has some people who owe him favors.
I do not like that phrasing, but sure.
It's not necessarily as ominous as it sounds. I'd rather view the city, but can't tell him that till tomorrow.
So you've eaten breakfast, you have sent your daily sending message for the day. What is next?
The sooner we go into the forest to figure out what's going on, the better, I'd say.
Yeah, I mean, we could all.
We can't leave people. They need help.
They do
See.
need help.
I figured that was going to be the answer, but also have a welcoming party, make accommodations.
Okay, true, but I don't think I really don't think these guys are going to last another barely week. I don't like what I saw yesterday. And I'm not talking about the scarecrows, I'm talking about the Biwak. I think that's what I saw.
Much of it left anyway.
That's why we should try and help it.
You are better than that, Dumisa.
Oh!
Breaking out the guilt.
Groon came for your life?
Oh, I forgot to ask. Before I went to bed that night, so
Yeah.
the previous night, could I have attempted to do a bit of a doodle of what I saw? Basically, I'm gonna make a chibi biwak.
Give me a crafting check.
And I say chibi because I don't think Estrella's got. I think that's Estrella's art style. Just cute. Ha 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 ha. That's very high. Shit. Oh, that's 28.
28. You do what you set out to do. You've drawn a chibi biwak.
Angry eyes.
Yes.
Angry eyes. And I go,
Okay.
it looks like this, but way bigger, huge, and like ominous, and kind of fucking terrifying.
Oh my god, that drawing's so cute though.
Yeah, but it isn't. It's like fearsome.
But
It
the
might
drawing
be-
looks so good.
Thank you. But it is scary.
Okay, I'll take your word for it being scary. I just look at it one more time, like internal, like it looks so cute.
Oh, beside it, let's just say I don't know, like it's like definitely in Estrella's like notebook. It's the one that Doomy gave her because she ran out of pages on the other one. So there's
Mhm.
like definitely notes and stuff. Haha, but not in common. But there's totally just angry Biwak over here, and then oh look, it's a butterfly, and then oh look, it's a knife. You know, just random.
A knife.
No! Oh my
Nice.
god, why does she have a knife? But I think we go in and figure this out in like a day or two. I think we should help. We can put it to a vote.
There's not a lot of solving their problem doesn't help them in the long term.
But they'll be able to have a chance to rebuild, not being mauled by zombies not by zombies, by evil vegetables every night.
We could maybe a druid could help them after we leave. I've heard they're really good with
Do you have a
land.
druid in your pocket?
No, but we have a sending stone, and we could totally call Lila. I could call Lila.
Ryla is an Obara.
I know, but I could still call her in her dreams and be ominous.
You could harass her if you want. I don't know why she's all the way out here.
No,
Isn't she
same.
doing other
Same.
things?
I'm
She's a little
same.
busy. She's probably dead.
Oh, that's a very Dumisa, with the most respect that I can muster, because I do care about you. But who the fuck pissed in your corner this morning?
Let's go. If we're gonna go, let's go.
Okay, wait. I have a question now, DM. Do we have like a jar of jam or honey?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay, cool. Stray's just gonna pick it up, grab a spoonful, and be like, "Dumisa, come here. Come here.
Jam.
Yes. Well, come here. It'll make you feel better.
Come on, Dumisa, you're supposed to eat your fruits, remember?
I
It's
had
strawberry.
your away.
It's strawberry.
So
So it's good. Just come. Just one spoon. Here, here comes the choo-choo train. The trains exist.
No.
not.
Come on. It's the dragon. It's to fly into the mountain. The mountain is your mouth. And I guess the rest of your body.
Oh, well,
We
I
have
mean-
a demon to fight.
See, look, now
Scarecrows.
now you want to fight the beast. Take one bite. It will make you feel better.
I mean, hey, Dumisa, if you don't have to eat your fruits and vegetables, why should I?
This is straight jam. It's very different. That is like a condiment.
If you eat the jam, I'll eat the jam.
I don't want you to eat the jam either. I'd rather you have like an actual apple.
If you eat
Different.
the jam, I'll
We're
eat an
walking,
actual
by the
apple.
way.
Let's
We're,
just go.
we're
Let's
walking
just
and
go.
talking, by the way.
Good. So what is the plan?
I don't think we
Fine.
have one.
Yeah, I think we're just gonna find the building and go from there.
What building?
You,
The old church.
temple.
Temple?
Temple.
Okay.
Yes.
It is in the middle of the forest.
Yes, and you said one of the gay bitches were gonna take us.
Yes.
Yeah, they
I
offered.
was like, which one are you going to?
It doesn't matter. Whoever we find
Fine.
first, we just go gay farmer. Are you a gay farmer? You would okay? Help.
This town seems to have a surprising amount of gay farmers.
Whoever
Yeah,
knows the
that's what I'm
location, they can draw straws. I don't care.
Yeah, literally, just pick one.
Okay. I was waiting for you to be like, oh, we're
We
gonna
don't know
find.
the difference between them. They're all faceless people right now.
Yeah.
Okay, you go find Inga.
Perfect.
Yep. She will she's a dwarf woman. Out to the temple. She collects her hunting gear and bow and all of that and starts leading you out into the forest. She says it'll probably take about I think the temple's about 3 hours on foot, depending. It's deep in the forest. It's where the old main road used to be when it was still a main road.
Why is it not the main road then?
No, towns die. This was before Ecreset became sort of the hub that it is now.
Oh, okay. Cool.
It led to somewhere else, and that town, unfortunately, its resources dried up and it died. Well,
I mean,
until recently, this was a very fruitful area. The
that
ground
was the
here
problem.
is honestly, we can't afford to leave.
You're dying.
Yeah, but a lot of us have family, children, and Ecreset is weeks away. Some people did, but I don't know if they made it or not. We found a lot of ruined wagons. Yeah, so she leads you out into the forest. It's quiet and it's dark. Time seems to slip as you travel through the forest. And is there anything you want to do while you're traveling?
Besides play a slightly happier music, so that way this is not just a creepy walk in the woods.
Mm-hmm.
Not really, no.
The woods alive or are they dead?
They seem to be alive. You hear it. No.
Okay.
The woods look fine. There is a dark presence. The trees, they sort of all the branches knit together and kind of block out you can sort of see it through the awnings, gaps in branches, but when you get deep into the forest, it almost feels like an overcast day. It's a bright and sunny day. As you're going, I'm going to need everybody to make perception checks.
Ooh. I will
Move.
perceive things.
31.
Oh wait, no, I didn't. I got a 19.
I got a 26.
18.
Ileana, what'd you get for your roll? Yours
Is it still 6?
It's a 7.
Oh, it's 7 now. Then that will make this a dirty 20.
30-20. So, Groon and Marrow, you're the only two that feel it, but something is watching you. You cannot shake the feeling of eyes on the back of your neck.
Just me. You guys feel like you're being.
I do too. This place is creepy.
Should I stop playing music?
I'm not sure it'll make a difference.
No,
I
I
mean,
think no.
you're gonna watch this.
No, Estrella, I think you should play some very upbeat and unfitting music because then if they try to kill us, the vibes will be all wrong.
Please play Fresh Prince.
Maybe
theme.
they're listening to you. Maybe you should ask for applause.
Start playing Caramel Dance,
YMCA,
Walking on Sunshine.
Macarena,
Uh,
the Electric Slide.
Estrella's
the
just
Dance in the
gonna
Forest.
Estrella's gonna look at all of your requests, realize that your taste in music is quite
Garbage.
it's something. It's something. And then Estrella will just go, okay, well, let's do this. And you all get fucking Rick rolled. That's right.
Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let
Excellent.
you down.
Can I,
run around and desert you? Yeah, that's right, motherfucker.
Estrella? Oh, fight! Can I fight Estrella? Can I fist fight Estrella? No, I'm kidding.
Do
Like-
not. I will hoist you into the air.
Demisa has to hold Meryl back from just fighting Estrella. Like, how dare you? How dare you? Under our
Lisa
Lord's
just
son,
got Harry Marrow under her arm.
under the son of the seal, you dare to rickroll me?
Estrella wasn't singing, but now she is. We are no strangers to love. No.
You know the rules. And so
Exactly.
So,
Estrella's barely alive right now. Demisa's the one thing keeping her safe.
Mhm.
Head back.
at one point, Inga stops and holds up her hand and sort of motion to get you all to stop. And she looks around and she says, "The temple is that way, straight that way. Follow the path. It's maybe 100 yards, but I don't dare get closer." follow, and she points to the path that you've pretty much been following. It's not hard to follow, but if you didn't know it was there, you would not be able to find it.
Mhm.
It is an old path that is very overgrown, but since you have been following it, you more likely than not can follow it back to the town once you decide to return.
Yeah.
And she nods and just goes, "Dimple be with you." Walks away.
I'm gonna mark the tree that we're at so that we at least have like a bigger indication of where the path is in case we lose it while we're fighting.
Dumisa, can you?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Don't belatedly pun.
I'm giving Estrella a look
Do it. I fucking dare you. Do it.
after we get out of the safe lane.
So, do you march the last bit of distance towards the temple?
Yee, let's go, busted.
Okay.
I mean, probably we're gonna sneak in a little bit.
okay.
Mhm.
If you want to attempt to sneak, I'm going to need stealth checks from everybody.
All right, let's be stealthy.
Yeah.
Please be reminded of my stealth number, please.
I'll also update your sheet on Path Builder and since you have the updated
Thank you.
one. Your stealth is a 10.
That's a lot of stealth.
I'm trained in almost everything. You'll miss that.
What's
True,
your
that's a lot of
stealth,
dex.
Marrow?
Mine's 11.
I can now hopefully deceive Estrella.
I'm
Good try. I
only
like that.
untrained in like 3 things. Like
So is Ileana.
I'm there too.
nice. Well, how many
got a
experts do you
24.
have? Now I want to measure dicks. How many experts do you have?
Only one, because I think she used her last skill increase to be trained in something else.
Oh, I see. You just can't lie to me ever.
I mean, it might happen now because she has like over 10 now to deception. So yeah, what is everyone's stealth? I see Groots. That's it.
24.
25.
I also got a D5.
And as you're all like, okay, we should probably be a little bit stealthy about this. Groon and Marrow, you still feel something watching you. It hasn't abated this whole time.
Oh no.
You're as stealthy as you think you can be, but you're not 100% sure.
Can I just sign to Estrella that I still feel like I'm being watched? Stay on your toes.
You'll just get like a thumbs up in return because
Who has the anti-scrying amulet?
Dumisa, I think.
Yes.
So they're able to see us through the scrying amulet. That's scary.
May not be scrying
There's got to be some sort
Physically
of
watching
magic.
us?
or other magical spells.
they could just be stalking us.
I don't think they're stalking past a critical 30.
Who knows?
Unless they also got a critical.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
So you all head towards the temple. You see it off in the distance. It is honestly a couple of walls and some. That's pretty much all that's left. This temple has been abandoned for a couple. There's supports. There's not much else, but you do notice a small camp that's been set up sort of in the temple itself. And around it, you do see multiple scarecrows just sort of hanging out, not moving. But, I'm pretty sure you don't trust that.
We don't trust that.
Mhm.
So
And,
we-
in the center, you see somebody who is a hooded person talking to the large creature you're guessing a Bioac. It stands easily over 12 feet tall. It is gigantic, burly like a bear, but its head is a skull with antlers and just piercing red eyes.
I have a question. If I listen real good, could I try to eavesdrop?
Yes,
I don't know how to roll to listen. Is it just perception?
yes, it would be a perception.
That would be, and I rolled high.
Yeah. You hear they're speaking in Sylvan.
So I know.
Yes. And you hear a deep voice that just goes, "Little one, when will this desire for vengeance be sated?" And you hear the girl, and just, there's still a few left. Once they're all dead, that's when it's over. And you hear the deeper voice and goes, "You know you have my support, whatever you need."
So Stray is
And
definitely
then you
signing.
hear, yeah, and as you're signing this, you also, the last thing you hear is, "But be ready, child, we have visitors."
Okay, so Estrella was signing it, and then as soon as they notice, Estrella goes, "Oh, and I think they know that we're here."
Can I just sign back like, oh no?
And you watch as the hooded person, they turn around. There's a girl. She has the same pale-ish, almost blue or green skin that you've maybe seen before on somebody. I don't know. but long, dark hair, eyes that are black as the grave.
Ominous.
She turns around and looks at you. So, the villagers finally got wise, hired somebody to get rid of their problem.
We volunteered.
Is that really important?
Yes.
Yeah, you were talking about vengeance. So it's a little important.
Pretty much.
And I'll say this person looks like they're maybe 16, 17.
A child!
Yeah.
Did you lose a teddy bear?
Just go, no.
Can I hold up the teddy bear? Like, are you sure?
That's not mine anymore.
What are you
Anymore.
looking for vengeance from?
Yeah, she steps forward towards you all, like the people who killed my family.
The town?
Yes.
All of the town conspired your family?
Yes, they were jealous of what my father had done. They were jealous that my father bought up all of that land. So they killed us and pieced it out amongst themselves.
They
That's-
killed you?
That's awful.
You're dead?
Yes.
You don't look like a ghost. I can't
Oh my
see
God.
through you.
Were you brought back by? And I'm gonna point to the Biwak because we kind of already know somebody who was brought back by Faye.
And the Biowak just nods its head, like, I couldn't let so young, such a violent death, drowning, trapped in it as they were thrown off the.
Oh,
Hey, Estrella, don't you have that memory thing?
yeah.
We already know it works in ghosts.
She's not a ghost. Whatever, Ilya. Undead or no, brought back by Faye. Is that like a thing now?
And some of us are more powerful than me. Though my power waned, most of it was to return Ciora to life,
What are you not bringing back?
living peacefully in these woods.
Well, I'm on their side. And I gesture towards the girl in the Biwak.
Did everyone, all the people there,
They didn't fight very hard against it.
No, exactly. Just know that a lot of people now own the land that was my father's. It was divided among many of the farmers.
Okay, well, with your consent, I could probably help you remember the face and not going to lie, vibe check you and see if you're lying.
She looks back over her shoulder, the Biowak, and nods slowly, and sort of it sits back on its haunches, just being like, "I'm here if they try anything."
Well, I'm a little stronger now, so I can take two of you. It has to be okay with it.
Just to know exactly who.
I understand.
Wait, I have a question actually. Well, two questions, but mostly one. Did you take something from the inn? Follow-up question, what was it?
It was the deed.
I could respect that. Are you sure you don't want it seems like something that's been very well loved over its life and maybe something that might be nice to have.
She looks like she wants to say yes, but she shakes her head.
Okay, well, I will leave it. And now, can I like move over to the side and place it like I don't want to go too close to her, but can I like place it as near as I can safely go to where like to the side and just place it? It's like I will leave here as it is technically your possession. I will step back from it, and when we are gone and looking away, whatever happens to it happens to it. Basically, just giving it to her, though giving it to her.
Yeah.
Okay, so Estrella will just walk on over. Whoever wants to join, I can take up to about I think 1 people, including not including myself and whatever her
first.
name is.
Ciora.
Ciora, thank you. I'm like, I want to say Annie. I know it's not Annie. I really want to say Annie.
Because there's a teddy bear involved.
Yeah, and all those things. So I will cautiously go up and okay, I have to touch you though. You're okay with me?
Grun will join as well.
I'll help.
Okay,
Mira
that's
will
my-
not. Mira's just chilling.
Okay, those are my 2.
Mm.
When she's okay with me like touching her forehead, and I'll touch her
Mhm.
forehead. You 2 have to touch my shoulder or something, or arm or whatever.
Mhm.
And do the thing.
Mhm.
So just essentially everybody rolls a recall knowledge of any lore, like any at all, and if it's essentially you're doing an aid check, so if you pass, She gets a +2, and I believe this thing stacks over how many people I'm using to help it with, or something like that.
I got a 22.
Yeah, I believe that is.
Rad.
23 for me.
Those lore checks don't like you tonight, Grun.
Grun cannot have a brain cell tonight, apparently.
Groom was too busy roasting specifically Tisa.
Grun had backstory, and that's it. Grun gets something else.
If you're trying to speak, Sparlock, we cannot hear you.
Oh, I didn't realize. Yeah, I said at first I was gonna use a hero point on that, and yeah, just a 10 is the
I
best.
guess you were using a hero point because you rolled it a second time.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. So I mean, Tura does get that +2, and yeah, as this is all doing it, it's that feeling of sinking into water as you do that. It's everything seems a little bit hollow and echoey. You see the room that was, as you see it now, it is fully furnished. There's a bed, there is a lamp, there are other sundries in there. You see her parents, but the memory is so clouded and old that the faces are hard to make out. She has forgotten exactly what her parents look like. It's been so long. And there are words, but it's like hearing them through water. You can't make everything out. You watch as her father leans down and kisses her on the forehead. She is holding the teddy bear. Moments later, the door is kicked in. It splinters as people rush in, grab Siora and her, just pulling them from the inn. The words you're unfortunately unable to make out. Her roll wasn't high enough for that, but you see these things. You see a human, a dwarf, an orc. Hard to make out faces. She was 6 years old at the time. Memory is a funny thing, and I'm not going to describe everything, but you go through the events of that night. The tying up, the weighing down, and the memory ends with all three of them being tossed into the lake before you're pulled back to your reality. And the first thing you'll notice is that Siora is crying a lot.
I give her a hug because I'm technically right in front of her.
I think, but she is trying to hide it.
You're trying to hide a hug?
No. She's trying to hide tears.
Oh, I see.
No, she's not hugging her.
I was like, bro, you're like 7 feet tall. How are you gonna hide this hug?
There's no hugging happening from her. Are you kidding? No, just crying a little bit.
I was just gonna look at all of them and look at the Beowulf and look at all of them and gonna be like,
They did it all right.
Oh heavens!
But it wasn't everyone in the city. This is not the way to do it. We should do it in the day, and we should let them know why, and we should know who.
And orc, dwarf, those are what I saw.
But the people that did it, they will remember. There are ways to find out. We can make sure that the right people get punished.
What's happened to the people that have been taken up until now?
Siora doesn't answer.
I assume something not.
Are they dead?
She nods.
Misa just nods back.
Are they the scarecrows?
She shakes her head. I make the scarecrows. They were my friends for a really long time.
I'm sorry I burned a couple of them. I didn't know they were your friends.
I'm not. They hurt.
They did hurt, but now I feel bad that they were her friends too.
I can always make more.
She could bake them. I don't feel bad. Estrella just points at one of them. You fucking hurt.
It doesn't react.
Exactly. Well, if you want to do this properly, it's going to take a lot more time, and I'm not sure how many people to let me touch them and succeed in remembering things.
Grun, you said there are ways to find out. Did that mean you have ways? Or am I going to just get violent with, which is fine by me?
Not quite yet. I someday I will. If there was another cleric, they could make people say the truth. I haven't learned how to do that yet.
Then I get it the old-fashioned.
Actually, can I look at the Beowulf and be like, do you have a spell?
He shakes his head. He's like, that's not my domain. Nature and the creatures that reside in it are my domain.
Actually, So the reason why I didn't put it in my list is it's a uncommon spell, which means I would need to get Aubrey's permission to say that I
Mhm.
have it and prepare it. But Zone of Truth is a 3rd level divine spell.
I mean, I'd argue that you saw it because we were under it, like when we got back from the Cursed City, Aubrey said.
Actually, twice we've been under it.
Yeah, we've been under a good amount, actually. Like, we know of it, I think.
You can
All right.
Eyes emoji?
So yeah, I think I can try to use that spell that they used on us. I think I can figure it out, and then we can make sure that they're telling the truth.
Does it compel them to talk? I don't.
I mean,
Or us.
as mean as this will sound, if they don't talk, I'm pretty sure that's ground guiltiest. If they
That's
won't,
true.
Yeah.
They're not interested in talking.
if they don't want to talk and they can't say they're innocent or a truth spell, then there's a good chance they do have something to hide. I mean, I would have no problem going under a truth spell and saying I didn't do that, because I didn't. You know.
True. Will you come back with us? I say too. I cannot wrap my brain around her name. I have forgotten it again.
Diora.
That's the one.
Yep. She'll nod.
Can I gesture to the? Can I whisper to the Biowalk? Because like he seems pretty chill. It seems like he's not going to on-site us right now. Can I just whisper to him and be like, I can tell she wants to keep Teddy Bear, but I don't want to overstep. Can you make sure that it doesn't get lost? Like it's just over there. I don't think she'd accept it from any of us, but maybe from you.
He kind of just like tilts his head and looks at you. Just goes, sure, yeah, I can do that. I forgot my voice there for a second. I was like, yes, I can do that.
Thank you. Does he sound like confused?
No,
Okay.
well, maybe a little bit. Looking at you, vibe checking you.
I fucking smell, don't I? Can I vibe check to see if he knows that I smell?
Roll a perception check.
That's a 16.
You have no clue.
Can I just say, can I just ask, but in the way it's like, also, very weird question, but do I smell weird to you?
Most humans smell weird to me. Just smell a little weirder.
In like a, yeah, no, I know what you mean.
We'll look at and say,
We should wait till the morning
oh,
and return together so that I can have the spell ready. Can you hold off and not attack the city tonight if we will work to get you justice?
She says, I can hold off one night.
You're welcome to camp.
She nods. Help yourself to any supplies I have here. You'll notice there are a lot of crates all around this camp. She nods. Yes, many of them were from wagons in and out of the village.
Well, I guess for tonight.
I will
Yeah.
join them.
Oh, right, I forgot about that.
Wait, are we doing? Wait. Are we camping here right now? Hasn't it only been 3 hours?
Yeah, like we're
Fucking-
camping in the
We
woods.
get
I
a free
think.
day.
We get a
Wait.
free day to just chill for a bit, I guess.
Yeah, because if we're gonna do this properly, we'll need to prepare spells.
Yeah.
By the way, Estrella, do you have anything that decreases saving throws?
Not unless Aubrey also goes again, because I'm not prepared. I'm a spontaneous, so it takes me time to change my spells.
I think I can, unless I'm misremembering how demoralize works, but doesn't it apply to saving throws as well as other checks? If I demoralize someone, that's a minus.
She's just standing there menacingly.
I mean, that's literally what I do. Aubrey?
I was looking it up.
Okay, I'm like, are you still here?
Yes, if you're demoralizing somebody, yeah, that I believe it makes them frightened.
Yeah, it causes fright.
And they take a status penalty equal to the value to all checks and DC.
Yeah.
At the
So
end
I
of their
could.
turn.
I am happy to scare them and help you cast the spell a little bit better.
And
The only thing I can help us with skill checks.
you can also increase DCs, can't you, with one of your things?
Whom? Australia?
Yeah. Are you able to add a +1 to difficulty class?
I'm trying to check. I know
I can.
Inspire Competence does normal skill checks like that. Like I can help us with that. I have Soothe, but that only works for mental durations, saving throws against mental stuff. I don't think I have anything else, unless you
Or-
want me to like deafen people.
Or like maybe enhance any like enhance aspect type spells?
No, not unless I mean no, it doesn't count. I have things against fear effects saves against that. Basically, if it can't help us in like battle,
You don't
I'm-
have it.
I probably don't have it now. Just because we mostly need help in battle.
Yeah,
I can scare them real good.
that's fair.
And I have ways to make myself scare them better. So they'll at least have at least one fear, maybe more.
I can do absolutely nothing, but I can be there for moral support.
I can also cause them to take pain when they're scared. So
I don't think we're trying to do that at the moment. But very good to
I
keep
don't
in mind.
mind.
Dumisa, no. Only cause pain to the people who are, did the crime. Please don't cause pain to literally everyone.
I mean, pretty much everyone is dead, so
Yeah, one or the other at this point.
all we're doing is helping your dad.
I am begging. You can't just say that. Gestures to the people. Like, listen, it's supposed to still be a secret.
I didn't say that in character.
Okay, thank God.
Yeah. Also, how is that me saying all it does is help your dad? How does that make anyone here go, oh, so you're a child of the Wham,
That's
the god?
sus. No, I mean, it could be like, oh, does your dad, like killing people? I don't know.
Yeah,
that could be taken worse out of context. Like, oh, your dad likes dead
the
people.
whole Tempest of Vlagos here. If anyone's gonna be helping your father, it's pretty much gonna be fucking her for her entire fucking life. This woman is a colonizer.
God. Okay.
Style of
Aki just roasting Okay, Aki, you came for everyone's lives. I did want to do something though. Now that you reminded me of it, can I bury whatever's left of the dead bodies and give them like a proper send off? Because like there's a lot.
Which dead bodies?
I mean, can I ask the girl like, are the dead people? Are the bodies around to bury?
She's like, I don't know what the scarecrows do with them.
Can you ask them what they do with them?
They don't speak.
Yeah, they do.
Well, they mimic what other things say. They don't have a sentience of their own. They just act on orders, and I think most of them too far into the forest.
Okay, listen. Two things. One, this is a very unhealthy friendship, and I would like you to stop considering them as your friend. Because you're going to just continue this, and it's going to be real bad. Two, that's so fucking creepy. Oh my god.
I mean, they're just constructs. A little bit of magic.
I'll usually better with a body, but I'll just make some makeshift burial spots. At least put something up a little bit away from here.
Okay, you go pray. I'm going to go to the walls. I want to go check out the ruins, but like you were like, it's just walls, and I'm like, well, I want to go see the walls now.
There might be some more, and it was a little hard to. So yeah, it's a little bit beyond the camp. You walk over there, and there are walls, maybe ruins of pews and various things, and then there's an altar that has survived mostly because it's made out of stone.
Can I kick it?
A large stone block? Sure.
I'm not kicking it hard. Like I'm not kicking it like I would like a ball. I'm just like kicking it to make sure it doesn't, I don't know, come to life. No.
Sure, yeah. You kick it and it does nothing. And then you hear what did that stone do to you?
Who's talking to me?
Do you know the voice?
Do I know the voice?
Yes, it is Ren.
I don't like
Grandpa!
you know you shouldn't. Why? No, nothing. I'm just here looking at things, you know.
Mhm. Hey, you like turn around and he is like leaning against like one of the supports.
Like, do you just stalk us now, or?
I was passing. It's. I want to say no, but also yeah, no. Actually, we're probably. He's like, yeah, Okay, I'm paranoid, okay?
Um, good to know. Good to know. Good to know. Well, same hat might run into Time Wizard. Real soon. That is what we found out.
He just sort of like rubs at his temples and just like, okay, okay.
Oh, thank you for the matching necklaces. The other one.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
forgetting
welcome.
all the like out of character. I'm forgetting all the fucking words right now. What the fuck is the
Auntie's
necklace?
crying.
Thank you.
Auntie's crying. Yeah.
Thank you. I've almost called it the Harry Potter.
No, it's the Larry Dosser stone.
The Larry Daughter Stone. It's not the Philosopher's Stone, but it's something like it.
And he just goes, yeah, it was all I could get on such short notice. You might want to get more once I arrive to Ekerset. Just
That is the plan, probably. So this is very awkward. Cool place. I don't know.
yeah, there used to be a lot more of these all around Cyrene.
Is it weird?
How do you mean?
Well, one, weird having like whole buildings dedicated to you. And two, now seeing said whole buildings be completely fucking ruined over time.
I mean, back when these were, yeah, no, I maybe probably went to my head. Power, having people worship you in a way like that, it has a way of getting under your skin.
Don't like those vibes.
More power than you could ever even tap into, and people worshiping you. It sometimes not much of a wonder that the rest of them went so off.
Even I'm just gonna gesture to the area over where Marrow's supposed to be.
Yes, him especially. Dawn was always proud, and then give somebody control over life and death. I've seen what he's done with it.
How'd you guys even pick? Like who woke up one day and said, "Yeah, the son, I want it."
We didn't pick. It was more of these things were assigned to us based on who we were.
Why the fuck did you get mad?
Chaos trickery.
Okay, why? That is not exactly the best thing to have on your resume.
I can admit that. I was always very much a act first, think later person. If there was a plan, I would ignore it just to spite people half the time. And so chaos, and I did really enjoy taking people down a peg if they deserved it.
It's really like shit. Wait a minute. Stop. I had to get it from someone. Oh no.
Dear old grandpa.
Oh dear. Oh god. Okay, I see it now.
And Dawn was quite possibly the best fighter I ever knew.
Can I like vibe check the gay?
Yeah, sure, roll perception check.
That's a 22.
I think maybe somewhere deep down that Rin still loves Dawn.
Oh no, that's where Marrow gets it. Well, okay, well, it's kind of funny. Well, no, it's not actually. It's kind of alarming. I'm going to go.
Should get going as well.
We
Need to report back. Kyria, your mother.
Okay, cool.
I need-
Oh shit. We might have told Kratos to also go to Ikerset. He might be there, and he might accidentally run into.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Well, I can. I'll head to Ekerset first.
Super. Did you want a hug again?
If you feel comfortable giving one.
Yeah, sure. I have to get used to it now, anyways. Hey, let's go. Everybody's gonna go to Ikerset party.
Yeah. Yeah. And he will give you a hug.
Yes, he will get a hug. I'm so tiny. I have no idea how big he is.
How tall is Kiara? That's the question.
Oh well, I don't know, but I do be a
6'1".
Virgo. That's amazing. Let's go. Okay, well, there's a whole height difference. The height difference. There's a whole foot difference.
Yeah.
when we're done the hug, I'm assuming he's gonna just disappear, and I will rejoin the group, and I will just pretend like nothing happened.
Cool.
I like set up camp nearby, but not like Siora's area. So like she's got spring stuff. So we have it going, and then I think she's just gonna very deliberately her maul, and then like the leather wrap is oiled, and the maul itself looks good. And we'll probably do that with all her weapons.
Can I make
Anyone-
can I make some little graves for all the people that have died? I don't have the bodies, and I don't have an estimation.
Yeah, I'm like, you don't even know how many people
Yeah,
this was
can
going
I-
on for a month.
Can I make like some graves and be like, this is
Mhm.
the best I can do, and then
Mhm.
realize I need to do a prayer to actually like send them like off or like,
Yeah, the last rites is a prayer.
oh no, can I just set up the graves and just be like,
That's good enough.
that's it's like I have some conflicted
Hmm.
emotions right now. Do I really want to do the part right now?
Mhm.
This is good enough. I've made the graves.
That's good enough.
That's hand wave. It's good enough. Head back. You tried sticker.
Yep. So is there anything anybody else would like to do? Ileana, is there anything you want to do?
Wait, I have one thing I want to do before we continue.
Okay.
I forget his name. The guy with the antlers and the skull face.
The Bioac.
The Bioac. Yes. Can I go back to the Bioac and be like, oh, can I ask you something? You seem to be very wise and knowledgeable.
He just goes, ask away.
Do you know what a Mexico is?
If
I
you could
didn't
narrow,
ask him. Fuck! I didn't ask him.
and if he could narrow his eyes, he would narrow his eyes at you, and he just goes, no.
Oh, thank you very much. Anyways, say, what's it like living in a forest on your own?
One might consider it lonely, but time doesn't pass for me, it passes. Before that one, Ciora, who's sitting by a fire, sort of just got a book out in front of her, I would spend a year just sleeping. There wasn't much to do, and it made time pass faster.
I see. What did you when you were awake?
Spent time with the creatures of the forest, talked with many interesting travelers that passed through, and took care of some problems.
Problems?
Oh, bandits and the like.
I know this is a little bit rude to ask, but that's mostly rude for people to ask humans, not fae beings with no concept of time. But how old are you?
He's like, it has been so long that honestly I have lost track. But when I was born, your gods were not even a thought yet.
If I may, what was the world like all those years ago?
Before the gods, the dragons were good for a time. In the beginning, they, like the gods, only had good intentions. They wanted to rule with a just but firm hand, but like the gods, that much power and all of those creatures eventually caused them to become cruel. And eventually the firm hand became an iron fist. I think you've maybe realized that nobody likes living under an iron fist.
Mm-hmm. So the dragons power a long time ago. Like
The
what if-
dragons, they ruled for maybe almost 100,000 years.
Oh, that's a long time.
Yes. Some say the dragons created the world.
Do you know if they did?
That is before my time. I am not nearly that old.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't sure how old you were. But just the dragons long ago slain, banished, deleted from this time zone. I don't know. Before they were removed.
Yes. Banished from this world. They're still out there. Maybe one day they will return. Who knows?
Scary, but say if you really have been here for that long, quite frankly, quite a long time, it seems. What I know this question to hurt to ask, but I do have to know. What can you tell me about the gods? What have they done?
Are you sure this is an answer you want, child of death?
They do say that ignorance is bliss on such a matter, but
But sometimes the truth will set you free. I tried to hide a lot of this from Siora for a while. I've learned now that maybe it would have been better if I told her soon.
Can I just sit down, I guess cross-legged, in front of this guy and just be like,
It's currently like you know, like when you see a bear sit.
"Aw,"
It's currently what he's doing.
you just sit. Aw. I'll sit down, cross-legged, and be like, I don't think that hiding behind ignorant at any if there is evils, if there is bad about my family, my father, that is out there, then I should know. If I pretend that I don't know it, what is that going to do?
I know for sure that when they started, the gods only had the best ones, and for the longest time, they were good. They were just. What they did to get power was not good, but there were souls that were dying. All of them were going to die. If the gods hadn't continued, the dragons threatened to scorch the earth so bad that no one would be able to live here. So they did what they had to, and for a long time, hundreds of years, everyone was at peace. Gods made peace with the Feywild. We all lived in harmony. There were many children like you.
Like me.
Yes. God children.
Mm-hmm.
But then the gods realized that their power wouldn't stay forever. It would fade eventually. That was the moment that they viewed the Feywild, the Fey, as usurpers to their thrones. They viewed their own children as usurpers to the throne. Many of them died, slaughtered by their own, for something that may not have even happened. Certain things that happened are still reverberating in the world to this day. The gods attempted something, a godchild, a ritual.
A ritual?
Yes, they thought if this pure godling, a true god, child of two usurper gods, maybe it could power them and they wouldn't need to sacrifice people. But it didn't work. Something went wrong and it destroyed a city.
Omera looks like they're going through a stroke right now.
I believe they called it Obara.
Fuck!
I knew it.
Oh no!
Oh my gosh.
Wait, hold on. Okay.
God,
Ah.
So wait, hold. Okay. Deep breaths. Well, we did go there actually. But what do you mean?
Yes, you smell of it. I smell you have touched the blood shard.
Okay, I smell like a lot of things at this point, apparently.
You all do. It. Blood shard is crystallized god blood.
Okay. That's good to know.
Well,
but
specifically the godling that they tried to sacrifice. A poor girl.
do you know anything about that? Because that's another thing you just dropped on us.
Her name was Torfi.
Oh no! Oh my God! We saw her statue! Oh
Torfine.
She was to be the goddess of the earth.
She didn't survive, did she?
She did, but not right.
What do you mean, not right?
Those crystals, the one that grow from the ground, that is her blood. It seeped into.
They tried to a child. Mara's just quiet for a moment, taking this all in. I guess a grim processing moment. Everyone's slamming into the fucking voice context channel for stuff to ask. Who?
I only know, but I don't know who the. I believe they were
Who was the mother?
Solakra.
Solakra. Is that a god?
Goddess. Goddess of love and fertility.
Isn't that Sultra?
Solakra. Solakra.
Solakra. Okay.
My brain is not working today. So if I'm
You just
pronouncing
dropped a
it
whole new name on us. I was like, hold on, is this like
Solakra.
secret god lord? Look. Sultra. Ah, yes. I do know of her. The love bitch.
were in soul, but that was also the moment the other one turned his backs on when they decided to go through with it.
Rin.
Yes, he was here a few hours ago.
He was?
Yes, I believe he was talking with you.
Yes. They do have a connection.
He comes by and sees the temple occasionally. Temple very close to home city. He was very attached.
Oh, that's actually kind of sad. This is just a question I have for you, I guess. But do you think there's any way at all that the gods can that what they're doing is wrong? To show them that this power has gotten to their head, that this isn't a life that they should be living, that it's not permanent, that it shouldn't be.
Rin attempted that years ago, and all it got him was destruction of his family and being stripped of his status,
He did.
and then got the Feywild sealed.
Wait, that was that recent?
Feywild was sealed off about a little over 100 years ago. There have been many betrayals of Ren.
I can
For a god of
imagine.
chaos and trickery, he is surprisingly trusting.
A strange paradox, if you will. This is all honestly a bit unbelievable, to say the least. Why do you trust me with?
Because I've always felt myself a good judge of character.
Actually, very nice. Thank you. Have you met any of the?
I've met Rin before, he comes by. I've met several of the others.
Did you meet him?
Your father?
Shut the fuck up, Chad. Yes.
No, I never did. He doesn't often leave the...
I'm a bit of a recluse. You know, I tried to be a bit of a better judge of character. That good people can do bad things. I was like, look at Dumisa. She used to be a lot less nice than she is right now, I'm pretty sure, and now she's working harder to be a better every day. But I don't know if all of the gods are good people that are doing bad things, bad people that have done good things sometimes.
I don't know, but the gods were people initially, and from what I've learned, that people have shades of good and bad.
Mm-hmm. When I first left my home, when I first joined this group, I was arguably, looking in hindsight, I could be considered quite a bit more bad than I was at the time. A bit more problematic until Estrella whacked me over the head and told me to stop killing people, which I'm very grateful for. I was quicker to judge and not really as understanding. So if people are that diverse, that there is such good and bad and bad. Stop! I just changed the fucking channel. If there is such good and bad, and if Dumisa can become a better person, if I could become a better person, then maybe I can at least give my father a chance. I know Rin wasn't able to, I'm only like half of him. I'm not like a god or anything. Maybe I'm not a threat
At least he doesn't see you on yet.
yet. What? I would never want to be a threat. Would he really a threat?
It depends. I'm not sure.
I truly hope it doesn't. You've left me with a lot to think about, but thank you for that. Do you collect bones?
Occasionally.
Can I offer him the sea serpent tooth that I have? It's like it's not much, but I also collect bones, so I got this on the sea. I don't think you go in the ocean that much, so it's a unique bone.
Reaches out with the giant paw and takes it from your hand. This paw is like the size of your head.
Oh, big
It's
fuzzy
like
hug.
it's so tiny in his hand. And he closes his hand around it and then he opens it back up and
Oh, very much. I think I should rejoin the group because I think we were actually going to make a plan to deal with the villagers, and I should probably help instead of asking you so many questions. But thank you so much for
he nods and as you move away, he sort of like curls up into like a giant ball of antlers.
For like 1 second, I was like, so soft, looks so petable, but resist the urge to go back to the group.
For weaponry.
Mm-hmm.
We're to Ciara.
Ciara?
Ciara?
Yeah.
Kind of like approach her and wait to be acknowledged.
Looks up from the book. Can I help you?
Do you mind if I?
Gestures at the space next to her. I don't know. I mean, probably stay with. She gestures the Bioac. It's what I've done the last 10 years. Can't really think of what to do after then try to figure out what happened and get back at those who did this.
Keeps you alive and focused eventually. And you'll need something else.
She nods. I guess I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. She nods.
I've been you.
She's like, will it stop hurting when I do? She nods, and I have to do. I can't let the people who killed me, killed my parents, continue on with their normal lives like it's happened.
No.
What if they do it again?
Just aim.
She nods.
She'll rip out the back half of her note and it's like the blank page and give it to her. It helps sometime or after.
She goes, thank you.
Speaking of leaving, Trula just left.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, maybe because having thunderstruck with that.
Yeah.
Does anyone else?
You don't have to RP this out, but all Estrella's gonna do is be like, Mr. Biwak, look at this, I drew you, and just show.
She just goes, oh, you captured my eyes.
I was trying to go more ferocious, like because you looked so mighty in the memory, and like, oh, it has to be like mighty.
Yes, very mighty. Yes, you all prepare for the next. Anybody have anything they want to do before we roll over?
At some point in the night or close to the night, can I just like take out my necklace, like the one Rin gave me, and I'll use one of the charges and be like, hey Grandpa, do you know what Mexico is?
Okay, you get back a message being like, did Tropa put you up to this? It's, as far as I know, some other plane.
Can I go to Mexico? Do you think I could go to Mexico? I really want to go to Mexico.
You said use another charge to send that back?
Yes, I have 4. You gave me something with 4 charges.
Yes, it just goes, it might be a very powerful spell, but I don't know. I'm seal the Feywild and we'll see what happens.
This will be an accidental charge usage, but at some point I'll just like yell back to everybody else and be like, oh my god, guys, we could totally go to Mexico. It's a thing. We could do it.
I think everyone else is BRB.
Yeah, fucking everybody. I hate. This sudden intermediate break is brought to you by
Patreon. Support us, please.
Please.
I'm real
support
just
the
going right
Patreon.
now.
Yeah, please. This is brought to you by Patreon. You can get early access to episodes. I've just started putting up Pathfinder Homebrew. It is untested, so it may be completely unbalanced. Who knows? And
We have a bonus episode up too, right?
not yet.
One shot?
But Tix One Shot. Actually, I need to
There's
continue.
audio problems.
There's audio problems with it. I am continuing to work at it, but it's essentially I have to put an entire thing together from
Oof.
like 30-second audio clips.
Oh dear. Well,
Yeah.
occasionally the more art that we get done, I'll just drop fucking shit there. All I did was drop whips, I think, one time.
Yeah, and I mean, it's Pathfinder Homebrew early episodes. And I will start having bonus episodes up there soon. I have a Pathfinder game that I ran for Birdhouse Mist that will be going up there probably sometime in the next couple of weeks when I finish editing it. It has kind of been not priority, just catching up on editing these. And the fact that we also didn't have any bonus episode Patreons until last week. That was kind of me.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, we have 3 Patreons, and we love you, all 3 of you.
Thank you so much. Heck, we only have 3. We can shout them out by name, can't we?
Yes, we can.
That's like a thing people do, right? It's like, you join our Patreon, we'll shout you back. Or
What?
shout you out.
We'll shout at you. I'll just come to your house and shout at you from outside.
We'll just shout from your basement.
Depending.
That weird noise coming from your basement. That's right, it's us.
Yeah, truly, I can
We're
hear you.
here.
Mm.
Gaze in your basement.
Okay, so I
Yeah.
just connected with my phone mic into my.
Yay,
Sorry
we
about
can
that.
hear you
Like
good.
literally, my
Yeah.
computer is not even like it can update it, but can't update.
Weird.
Yeah, I had to
Not
completely
sure
turn
what's
mine
going
off
on.
and turn it back on.
But yes, this
Wait.
break has been brought to
whatever
you.
it is.
This break has been brought to you by Patreon. Support us there, please.
What y'all
We
miss?
can do.
What y'all
What did I
miss?
miss?
Oh shit. When did you go? Like, what was the last thing you heard?
I think it.
Same.
Yeah,
That's
you
it.
left right at the end of it, I think.
Yeah. Ferris was. Dumisa was like, if you're gonna kill him, don't fucking miss. And that's when I left.
Okay, and then you all kind of left when I called Rin to ask if he knew what Mexico was. He was like, "Did Atropa do this?" And I was like, "Yeah, okay, but you're not answering my question." He's like, "Yeah, you could totally go to Mexico. It's gonna take a while and like a lot of magic." And then Estrella yelled to you guys, "Oh my god, we can go to Mexico! It's just going to take a while."
None
Wait,
of
how do
that.
you know we can go to? Yeah, no, okay. I'm immediately going to respond. Wait, how do you know we can go to Mexico?
My grandpa.
Oh shit. Hey guys, do you guys want to
I
go to
heard
Mexico?
none of that part of the conversation. Like literally, I dropped out like when Ferris was.
It was just that was a little off conversation with Estrella and Rin. Also, Mero, do you fill in the group on what you learned,
Yeah, that's a good question.
or are you keeping this to yourself for a little bit longer?
I think I'll tell the group that I had a talk with the BOAC and I learned some stuff, but I think right now I need a bit of time to process it before I tell you.
Cool.
Like, I'm not going to tell you yet, but I'll tell you once I've digested it, because Jesus Christ, it was a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, I know stuff, but not yet.
Yeah. And
I was going to ask if I could vibe check Doomy.
sure, yeah. I mean, it's a unless Doomy's trying to hide the murderous intent, then yeah,
Menacing
there is,
aura.
there is murder in her.
She was vibrating with it.
Cool. So I guess then I'll go to the 7-foot vibrator of doom, and we'll just
Why did you have to phrase it like that?
because
why.
you know why.
Oh my gosh.
We had too many deep talks today. All right, I gotta bring the mood back up.
You're signing up for another one, but go for it.
I know, but like at least I can jump in with us going, ha ha ha, Doomy's vibrator. I don't know.
You wish.
Did you just say you wish? Okay, well at some point, maybe on a watch. I don't know. I don't know how comfortable I would like to just like mosey on over and just be like, so are you okay actually? You look very like you were raging all day, but quietly.
That's. I mean, it's
Do you want to talk about it or
not too much to talk about.
no, actually, I think I think at least those 3 people really need to have their asses kicked. But I just wanted to check if you were okay. You seem to be taking this way more personally than the actual victim. Well, actually, no. I will take that back. She's taking it. She's handling it questionably. But you know what? I would have probably done the same.
Do the same thing
You mean commit murder?
on specific.
That's valid. Well, okay, say you could do something else beside murdering specific, like if you had them there.
You mean
Yes. My god, there's worse things than murder. Take away all of the murder, please. I mean, at this point, my opinion on people, it's pretty shifty. So, I mean, no judgment here. Go ahead.
everything they ever did to me?
Okay. But when it's over, when it's all done, you'd probably still be the relatively depressed mess that you currently are. No offense.
Yeah, I probably would be.
And I'm not saying that they don't deserve it. Definitely not. What I am saying is that maybe you should be a lot kinder. Not to them, but to yourself. Afterwards. Or at least before that. Okay, well, do you really want to go, let's say, get revenge and then hate yourself for getting revenge afterwards?
I would hate. It's that there are plenty out there who should have their own revenge against.
I have no idea if you're understanding the point, connect the dots here, but do you see what with the whole cycle thing?
I know.
Well, yeah, that's kind of how life is. But what I'm suggesting you do, or at least attempt, is unfortunately accept the short straw. I'm not saying go die, by the way. I should very clarify that. But I am definitely saying you really shouldn't. I mean, beat the shit out of them, but maybe don't,
Well,
especially right now.
Prince is there, and that probably means.
Oh yeah. Well, I'll support you for pretty much all of it, and including what happens afterward.
And
But
I
if
think
you,
she just kind of looks at you when you say that.
Mhm.
Just gives you a long look, like
What?
she's weighing that answer.
Straight, I'll just go. What? Is there something on my face? I said on, not wrong.
The punch still stands.
Well, okay, but if you're going to be like super depressed and sulking, I hope you realize then I will kick your ass. Then I will get up and be like, now I want to go. I think we're good.
Yep, we're good.
And one last thing for all of this. Ileana, what are you doing during this time?
Just observing everything. Ileana's just kind of feeling very out of her depth right now.
At one point, you'll notice as Siora cautiously, like, I was wondering if I could ask a few questions.
Of course.
I've never met somebody else like me. And, she was like, I honestly didn't know. I don't want to, I don't want to offend you, but it was like, I feel like no matter what way I say this, it's just, I thought I was the only one, I guess. And knowing that I'm not the only one actually is kind of nice.
No, there are probably others like us. I mean, I've met one like us before. Mm-hmm.
I didn't. I've really not seen the world. I've been in this forest for the past 10 years. Honestly, you are all the most human interaction I've really had since.
I mean, I could say the same thing about them. Pretty much, I was not a people person before all this.
I guess death really does change. Or I guess puts things in perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Really doesn't mean if you ever need somebody to talk about being dead with, I understand.
I will definitely reach out.
After a moment, she gets back up and heads across. By this time, like, Bioak is just like curled into a giant bear ball thing.
Resist. I have to resist.
You will watch as essentially Siora just sort of like climbs on top and just goes on him. Like
so cute.
He's like a
Good.
God, looks so soft.
yeah. If no one else is listening to the scarecrows still sort of just hang around.
That's what scarecrows do.
Oh,
Yeah.
question. Do any of them like go into town or are they
No.
just chilling?
They just chill.
Good to know.
At least the ones in the camp. You don't see any others.
Yeah, I mean, if they attack town, saves us trouble.
Yeah. And then eventually morning comes. When all of you wake up, Siora and the Bioak have been up for a little bit, and Siora has brought a deer to cook for breakfast.
Oh dear.
Marrow, do you want to do?
I'm cooking? Yeah, I'll cook.
Wait. I want to try.
Yeah,
Can we
she's
cook?
currently.
It's a whole deer. I feel like you can
Yeah.
both make a meal out of
Yeah,
it.
Australia, we can work together to cook something.
I was gonna say more like a competition, but you know.
I would prefer not a competition.
Iron
We can
Chef.
work-
Siren
Iron
edition.
Chef. Yeah.
I'd prefer to work together with
You
my
must
friends.
They're
use
chopped.
these
Siren
3
edition.
ingredients: deer
It's
meat,
chopped.
a mushroom, and 1 Cheeto.
What the hell is a Cheeto? All right, Australia, let's get some cooking done together. I'll help.
Have you ever cooked a deer before? Are there deers in the underworld, Meryl?
There are not deers. There are not deers in the underworld.
Okay, well then I'm about to show you something cool. Or at least it's cool because my dad did it. The good dads. I feel
Okay.
like I have to specify now.
Well, just tell me what you want me to do.
Okay, cool. Now how we doing this? How we doing this, Aubrey?
I assume you do the crafting roll and I try to help with like another crafting roll.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, are there antlers on the deer? Can I keep
Yeah,
them?
they're antlers. Yeah.
Can I keep?
Yeah.
Nice.
Are you gonna wear them?
No, I like both.
Gee, I
will
wonder
very-
why.
Stop.
I
Marrow.
got a nat 20, so 30.
Can I help anyways?
It's yeah.
I got an 11.
You don't hinder, but yeah, no, you just you're like, oh, what about this? And Straya's like, no, I got it.
Oh.
You almost set the deer like on fire like 2 separate times.
I get
This is
put
how
in the-
Estrella this is how Estrella gets that +1 in strength. Just hoisting the deer away from Marrow.
I'll prepare. I'll just set the dishes if we have any dish. I'll do something not related to the deer carcass. I'll look at Dumisa and be like, I respect your skills.
Thanks. I'm my ex-wife. She never taught me.
Then you didn't really learn it, did you?
No.
It's more from skill for observation, which is more impressive, actually.
I think that was like something that normal people scared. You know what? I don't have time to bring up that.
Yeah, well, we're gonna have deer for breakfast and not a vegetable in sight.
I will dig up a
Ooh.
mushroom.
There are root vegetables and like
I was about to be like, we're in a
Onion.
forest.
I'm
There's a
looking
lot.
away.
Getting vegetables.
there's some like wild onions. There's some potatoes. Yeah,
I'm faster than you.
make a nice
Dumisa.
like compote. with the
Yeah.
berries.
Marrow, you gotta at least potatoes. You're Irish. You're half god, half Irish. If you were any shorter, you would be a leprechaun. Oh my god. Y'all could have stopped me at any given fucking point. I'm like, you
True,
told
I'm
me-
stopping you once you get going.
You open this can of worms, now lie in it.
Okay,
But-
I got a nat 20 plus my crafting. That's a 30. Is this thing seasoned and delicious?
Yes, it is amazing.
This is amazing.
Okay, for reference, because this is Vlogos dad who taught me how to do this. This is definitely like a Cressian style Vlogos dish. I don't know, deer souffle. I don't fucking know what they eat.
Venison.
That
Venison burgers. What are they? Like pasties? Meat pasties? I'm making this stuff up. Aubrey, you could totally correct me.
Go for it.
Alright.
Make things up.
Not raw meat, but just like a hunk of meat with vegetables on the side.
Hmm
Like a loaf of bread, and you kind of hollow it out and stuff meat inside. It's like a pasty, but it's faster without the
I'll-
pastry.
hmm
Aubrey, can I try to slide my vegetables to Biowac without anyone noticing?
He's a giant bear.
But can I roll a stealth check anyways to see if I can get away with it?
no,
No,
you're going to eat them.
Estrella's watching you too much like a hawk.
Why are
Naro,
you
eat
like
my
this?
vegetable.
You know, you're not in the scrying range. The captain could look upon you at any moment.
I don't think the captain knows how to scry.
You want to bet? You want to take that gamble?
Don't
On the
worry, I'm a
captain?
fucking. I will snitch on you so hard.
We have
You have a
ascending
third-
stone.
Yeah, it's like you have a.
We haven't used it today. I will use it on.
Eat your fucking vegetable.
I will eat one
It's-
vegetable. I will eat one vegetable reluctantly.
And the fruit.
Wait, is there a pumpkin?
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna eat the raw pumpkin, but like the whole fucking raw pumpkin.
I mean, it would be cooked.
Can I get one that's not cooked?
Not currently. I mean, you would want it. It tastes much better when it's cooked, anyways.
Not
Like
for
any
them.
other squash.
Not for them. They crave the crunch.
That's what the seeds are for.
Okay, next time it's better uncooked.
You're so.
I'm not that weird. I will eat the pumpkin.
How have you been alive for so long?
I'm going to be honest. Intimidating woman in my life.
Looks like you need more of that.
Listen, my mother is a very scary person. If she wants you to eat healthy, you will. I left
On
the
a side-
underworld. I was free. I was
On-
free, but
On a side note, isn't it a little fucked up to eat the pumpkins right in front of these scarecrows with pumpkin heads?
Sentient.
yeah, they're just constructs. They don't have feelings.
I know, but isn't it a little fucked up? Would you eat a bear? Like, would you have bear meat in front of the bivouac?
Yes.
He's
Yeah.
not a bear. He'd probably eat it first.
I mean, I'd ask
He's
because
an
he's
eldritch
sentient.
being.
No,
Yeah.
he's a fey being. I can't wait. I will turn this shit into a fairy somehow and just munch on it right in front of him. I'm pretty sure that'd still be pretty fucked up.
Fairy does not
I'd
mean
Okay.
be just happy
vegetarian.
if it wasn't him.
Okay, enough of an ethics just eating pumpkins in front of people. I'm eating a vegetable. Isn't that all what you wanted?
Yes, I will spoon feed it. Oh my god, speaking of spoon feed, okay, I want to look Dumisa directly in the eye as I take the like a spoonful of gem and just slap it on her plate.
If I have to eat my vegetables,
I will sop it up with a bit of venison, and it'll be pretty good.
good.
I feel
Yes.
happy.
Food.
You've
Food
made some
has-
amazing venison.
Yeah, food has been had. Ciora seems in a much better mood today.
Mm-hmm.
Are you ready? I will say to Siora.
She nods and like, yes, and she goes over to the bivouac and she speaks to him softly, sort of like touch foreheads.
Aw.
He can't leave the forest. He has to stay here.
Well,
Well-
then we'll make sure you get back home safely.
And you
Of
all,
course.
unless there's any last minute things you want to do, you all head back toward.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So it is almost exact. It is closer to probably about noon or so when you finally arrive back in town. What is the plan?
Oh, round them up. How many times can you do the spell, Grim?
Twice.
Yeah, I can do it twice. It lasts for 10 minutes,
In the range?
and it's a 20-foot burst.
All right, yeah.
That-
Round them up. Weed out the one's about to die.
What could be a good idea is that I don't know if we can cover everyone, but if we cover as many people as we can and they didn't do it, we can ask to see if they know did.
Aren't they
I
all
will
gonna
say,
forget?
yeah, I will say there were maybe about 30 people in the storm cellar. That was the people that were left.
Can we check all 30?
We squish them together, surely.
If we squish them really close around Groon and hold her up in the sky.
Well,
Everybody hug.
we don't need to worry about everyone in the city, right? We need to worry about like landholders and people who have been there for a while. We don't need to worry about like small children.
It's true. And
Yeah,
there's
I
only
was-
30
Or
of them.
people
was
who
about
have
to say-
recently moved.
You know, I was about
yeah.
to say just aim for the landholders. They're the ones who took it afterwards, right? So you aim
Mhm.
for those and no children because they're children.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
and for that
Good.
matter, the guy that introduced us, he moved in after the city, right? Or after they were killed.
The mayor, Lennox.
Yes.
No, we put
Um,
him in anyways. Put him in anyways. We already kind of we vibe checked him that he was hiding something from us. Might as well just keep him in for the sake of keeping him in. Also, I hate to do this, but like in the vision, we did see an orc, and it's not like you specified anyone else in this village who's an orc besides him.
Yeah,
And he has land now.
he has land, and there was also a dwarf.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, I think getting them all in the zone good as well.
So you all head back to the inn. Do you have Ciora with you, keeping her back?
Oh
What's
no,
the
I
plan?
think we should walk right in.
Yeah, we should set up the zone of truth somewhere that they walk into it so that and this
We
is
could trap them in
God
the cellar.
me talking more than Groon, so that we can demoralize them and do it one by one, just so that it's because I think we should communicate to the townspeople what's going on.
If we trap them in the cellar, do we still have our scarecrow friends with us?
Did you want them to come?
I
Be
I
useful?
think they come just so that it will be clear that we're mediating, because they haven't seen the girl. They've just seen the scarecrows. So as long as the scarecrows aren't attacking,
No, I'm thinking more like in order to get them all into the cellar, best way to do it is to bring up the thing that scares them. Plus, they'll already be partially scared. It'll theoretically be easier to demoralize them.
I think just having the scarecrows surround the house again, or the tavern, whatever, again, is enough.
Oh yeah, just to make sure they all get in one place. The cellar seems like the easiest option because there's only one exit, and it's
Yeah.
closed and small, so it's easier to get them all in the zone.
I don't think surrounding the town is the thing is the way to go.
Just
Like, we're here to facilitate justice, not to attack the city.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's only 30 people left in the town anyway, and they're all in one building, correct?
Yes, they've all taken shelter in the inn.
Yeah, so like
We're all
they just
trying to do
really
this.
all we
we're
need
also-
the scarecrows to do is cover the exits.
Yeah, we're also trying to do this quickly. You got 10 minutes, but it's still 30 people.
Yeah,
Hmm.
Kids
And
can
unless
get out.
yeah, and we're not going.
There
single
were
file.
a lot of children. I will say it's much less than 30 people. There were a lot of children.
So we can shoo the kids out first, and if their parents are not of
Not old
dwarf
enough to have done it. You
yeah,
know.
if their parents like
If they're-
fall
if
out
they're
of the
fresh,
boxes,
like,
they can go
yeah.
with them.
Yeah, the parents are like fresh 20-year-olds or whatever. Fresh-faced 20-year-olds that, could not have murdered someone 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Side note. I would like to verbally take the lead on this, just so if we have to diplomacy, I'm doing it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
cool. So you're going to have the scarecrows sort of watch all of the exits of the.
Yeah, and communicate as well as Theora can to let the kids go.
Yeah, I mean, if you need a babysitter for the kids, I'll do it. I mean, I'm right here. Sticks my leg out.
As we are entering, Groon will cast Sanctuary on our undead friend.
Smart. Are the people in the upper parts of the town, or the inn, or are they downstairs in the cellar?
They have, because it's not at night. They're moving around the inn. And essentially, as soon as you approach with the scarecrows, like they kind of lock down slightly. Like they send some of the kids down into the cellar, and you can definitely see that the guards are on guard because like the guards are outside of the inn, and so they see you coming with the scarecrows.
Yeah, okay, this is where I'll just like raise my hands and just be like, whoa, 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 whoa. We're here to mediate. The scarecrows aren't going to attack at all. We just need to know we need to identify specific people who killed the what are they called? Were they the Ward family? I don't know. What is Siora's surname?
So that we're in the voice context channel somewhere.
I have no idea. I'm pretty sure they were, but it's been a week, so this thing
Yeah.
gets eaten by
Yes,
gifts
I
and
believe it
stuff.
was the Sierra Ward and Arvid and Darby.
Okay, cool. Well, that family.
They're they're not like putting down their weapons, but they're not like attacking. They're on guard.
We only need adults, specifically landholders, anybody that looks like they did not have a kid like 5 years ago.
So the guards, they move into the. It kind of does sound like a hostage negotiation.
It does. I know.
It kind of is.
10:45. I am being diplomatic, but Aki as a person is not.
Yeah, no. So we'll move on. So eventually, essentially, it's about 10 people's worth. The landholders, the remaining farmers. You do see Cormac, who is a human, Inga, the dwarf, in there as well.
Now to do this real nicely, we can all get along our way, and hopefully the scarecrow attacks will just completely stop from today. But we're going to ask you some questions. Answer truthfully. Answer at all, actually. And this will go on very, very smooth. Only about 10 minutes of your time.
To demoralize them?
We should set up the zone.
Should I try to demoralize them before the zone?
Yeah, I guess demoralize before the zone, and if the zone is a 20-foot burst, can't you, if we just push them all together in like 20, can't you just,
Only like 10 of them.
yeah. No, I'm saying the spell is like a 20-foot burst, so just cast it on top of them, it should hit them all.
Yeah, but can all of them be demoralized simultaneously?
That's a
I
good
guess it
question.
really depends on Debisa's role.
Fair enough. I'm willing to do it many times. Okay, here. I get the skill I did not realize gave me this until today. I'm gonna... Well, hang on. Let me do math real fast. 23, but I am willing to re-roll that.
They are negative 1 CR creatures.
Mm.
These are these are basic people. These there's no way. Like they had to.
I've already rolled for will saves against that, and they all failed.
I will also specify that she doesn't say anything. She literally just crosses her arms and glares at them.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
No, fair.
and I'm allowed
Uh-oh.
to do that because it's a feat.
Yeah, they're all frightened.
All right, and after they've been stared down, Grun will go ahead and cast a Zone of Truth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And what's the DC on that?
So that is a DC 21 minus the with their minus fear. That's a will save.
Yep. And does it work like it does in 5e? Like if they pass or fail or whatever.
Unfortunately, it does not look like I know. Either way, they take a -2 to deception, so we'll be able to sniff out anyone that's lying.
Cool. Yeah. They have made their rolls.
You want us
And
to
they're
go,
all
go
all
down?
just
Are the children are in the basement, right?
yep, children and people who have absolutely no chance of like being involved with are in the
Well,
basement.
I think
Okay.
we should keep. I think we would keep some of the townspeople like that weren't involved out and about, so that they
Okay.
don't think we're just like randomly like. I
Well,
want
you specifically asked for landholders who would not who are old enough to have done this.
I think everyone who does not fulfill that requirement would have been let to leave the
Yeah.
building entirely.
Also,
Yeah.
we're looking for 3 specific people out of like 10. They are their own witnesses, so it's
at least 3 people, but I mean
Yes.
it's also, and the guards are there too, right?
Yes.
Assuming
Okay.
they're not already dead, but we could just ask. Like, just ask the D.
yeah. Do you want me to RP this out or?
Or
Where-
do you just want to be like, if you just want to speed run this, we can.
That's what I'm asking. Are you guys okay with speed running this, or do you want to RP this out? Because I don't care.
I'm down with speed running.
Yeah, that's
It's
fine.
like, hey, who did it? And it's just like, I did.
Yeah. Okay. So I guess what Australia will do is she'll ask the question out loud and then start pointing to people to answer. And if I have to vibe check people, I don't mind vibe checking people. And to the ones that are the most suspicious, I'm going to cast dancing lights and have a light hover over the ones that I'm like, you're the most sus.
Mhm. What is the question specifically?
Were you there on the night that the wards were murdered? It's a yes or no question. So
And yeah, we're gonna speedrun this, and Inga, Cormac, and Lennox all say yes, and then sort of look at each other, and then look surprised, and then they try to take it back, and they can't.
did you kill them?
And they all go, yes. Their answer is yes, we did, but we were but they weren't the ringleader. They were just helping the person who did.
Okay, who is the ringleader?
You get a name. You get the name of Simon Marthane, who they will also then tell you died of a fever, like a sickness 5 years before.
Well, now I'm just going to look at Ciora as well. What would you like to do with them?
Suddenly, Ciro looks very unsure.
Maybe we should let the town guard decide.
She's
After
like,
all, they brought your wrath upon the city. I'm sure the townspeople will have something to say about that as well.
yeah, no, and
Did the town
everybody.
know?
They know
They
now.
certainly,
You
they
know.
certainly know now.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
I
why
mean, did
questioned-
they like cover it up? Is really what I'm asking. Were they involved in But
From
if-
your zone of truth is that there were a couple other farmers, but they have already been killed by the scarecrows.
yeah, town justice is fine if she's cool with that.
The best idea.
I think also be like, but you're allowed to punch him.
You could have Dumisa punch them. She punches pretty hard.
Yes,
Ah!
she looks at her like skinny arms.
Excuse
I
you.
will punch them.
Okay,
Alright.
look, Meryl, you punch fast, not hard. Get it right.
I
You
punch
did
harder
it.
than Dumisa.
I will punch them
And
all in succession.
Your punches are also considered lethal, Marrow.
I can make them non-lethal if requested.
Yeah, but you failed all of season 1. So
And my punches are scarier right now because I've already glared at them.
today's
Fine.
roast Marrow day in
Sorry,
chat.
Marrow.
That's fine. Meryl will sit down, I guess. Lie down on the floor. Fine.
Yeah, I
I'm
punched
not
them
even
for
gonna.
her.
I'm not even making for it. They're not resisting. So yeah.
Yeah.
You do. You punch them.
They fall unconscious, their problem.
Yeah, they don't fall unconscious, but yeah, you break at least one of their noses. Probably
Yeah.
get one in a jaw that's gonna take a while to fix.
I will just nod at Ciora,
Hmm.
and I imagine the broken nose caused, and I will just take a little smear of it from my.
Why? I prestidigitation, all of that.
It's symbolic.
It is.
Hmm.
It's literally very symbolic.
Yeah.
It's symbolic, okay? Yeah, Estrella gets that and then immediately goes, That's
Wait,
good.
Chad's right.
I don't think she
Yeah,
wants to
it's
stay
hard
in
to
this
know.
town.
Yeah, there's a bit of that.
This is not a place she needs to stay.
True, but like I did.
She
completely
kind of
forget-
killed most of the town.
Okay, so here's what you do. You let the forest reclaim the town. Bam, more forest and less town.
There you go. There we go. Nice, easy solution.
Mhm. You eventually it is done. You watch as the guards clapped the offenders in irons and kind of just take them back into the inn because there's really nowhere else to take them right now. But it seems like they have plans for what they're going to do. And Ciora and the scarecrows start walking back towards the forest.
Let's get out of here.
She's got an entire army of scarecrows.
Well,
Forest is-
And
is-
She
as-
single-handedly besieged the town.
For a
She'll be
month.
fine.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Can I wave
Emotionally,
goodbye? Can I just
Yeah.
can I wave goodbye? She's leaving. Goodbye. Be safe.
Yeah, Grun will give her some Grunish comfort before she
Mm.
takes off. I don't know what it looks like. Maybe like a look and a hug or
Mm.
something.
Anybody else want to say anything or do anything before she disappears back into the woods?
Don't die.
She smiles at you. The first time she's really smiled since you've seen her. And also Marrow, you notice that she's a bag that's sort of like she's got her like pack and everything. And out of it you see a little teddy bear arm stick out.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mara looks very happy.
Yeah, and she's like, I don't plan on. If I can ever repay the favor, let me know.
We literally have you on speed dial. Bye.
I imagine you did, and you all
Yeah.
collect your wagons, Cinnamon and Thunder, and head off towards Ekerset.
Yes, I want to say for the people that are listening, because Dumisa puts a valid point in our chat. We definitely did tell the town people that was the kid that they killed as
Mhm.
part of our less rushed and more diplomatic.
Be haunted by the literal, physical, not a
Ooh.
ghost.
Yeah,
Pay her tribute, fuckers.
yeah.
They pay blood.
Beep beep.
Yeah.
Let's go to Eagles.
It is a couple weeks later, and you eventually approach Ekerset. It is the height of summer, and even from a few miles out, you can see that the city is celebrating. You can see what looks to have spread out past the city gates is a massive, you see tents, you see people. It is a giant festival grounds.
Oh, is the map changing?
The map is
Oh!
changing.
It's darkness.
DM, I have.
Cover that
okay.
then.
DM, I'm so sorry. I thought we'd have a bit more time before we got to Eagles. Can I say really quickly that I filled the party on the stuff that like I learned
Yeah.
about halfway through a week in. Like, yeah, I
Mhm.
learned all of this after I processed it. Not gonna lie
And
about
if
anything.
there's anything people want to do exactly before, because I mean, I'm ending it as you guys see Ekerset in the distance and approach it to
Okay,
start
Estrella would have stated that
Mhm.
because we are technically gonna jump into a festival, we are all going clothing shopping, whether you want to or not.
Wait, what's wrong with my clothes right now?
Mara? We had this conversation a whole season ago. Quite
I,
literally spring.
I don't know. I think I look nice.
Not for a
Look very
party. Not for a party.
You see, Dumisa agrees
little
with me there. Okay.
casual.
We have been traveling for like a whole month. We all smell like dog shit.
Literally everyone
clothes-
remarks on your smell, bro.
Your
Everyone
clothes
does,
smell
but
even worse.
You see, this is the advantage of being small. No one can smell me from all the way up there.
That is not true.
You're having this lovely conversation as you ride towards the festival grounds. And that's where we'll pick up next week.
hey,
Yes.
Woo.
This was a lot. I did not expect you guys to get so philosophical.
I didn't expect.
I don't know what you expected, frankly.
It's true. I don't
You
know.
threw a child at me. What were you thinking?
No, I knew that was gonna happen. I set that up. I did not know Mara was gonna be like, please, Mr. Beowulf, tell me all about the gods.
Listen, you have to always expect if there is a question that can be asked of any NT, Mara will ask it.
But
You wanted that sweet lore.
you got the and yeah, we will pick up here next week. We may or may not have a guest, but we will definitely have a guest in the week after that. It depends on where you guys get to. I may push Alyssa off a week, just to give you guys a week to run around and have fun at the festival before jumping into the fun story stuff.
Please
And get
give,
our +1 armor.
please give us a week. I want to have my tangled one, please.
Yes, I know, and I want you to have it. I want you to. I have so many. I literally have an entire document with everything you guys can do at the festival.
Ooh, quick question. I mean, oh wait, hang on. We can do the outro, and then I'll ask you a quick question.
Yeah, no,
Eat vegetables, people.
yeah. Eat your vegetables. If you enjoy us, please like, share, subscribe, leave reviews on. Also, Podchaser is a really great place to leave reviews because that actually is really great search engine optimization. And same thing with iTunes. I haven't checked our iTunes reviews in a while. I need to. I think we might have a couple new ones, or at least people leaving us stars. Those are great. We love them. And especially we love you, New Zealand. I don't know why we're charting in New Zealand so much, but we are.
Yeah, Kiwis.
I mean, still we're like 68 or something, but you know, we are we're in the top 100 of I think leisure and games in New Zealand. So that's a thing.
Thank you,
at
New
least-
Zealand.
Thank you, New Zealand.
Yes, thank you, New Zealand. Once the panorama is over, please invite us to a con. I'll enjoy that. But yes, we will see everybody next week for some fun festival times.
Mhm. I'll see you all there.
Yeah.
Bye.
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 Bored of D&D? Want to try something else? Why not check out Control Group? We test systems so you don't have to. Using our patented mini campaigns along with one-shots, we test how far you can stretch systems with our unique ideas and broad storytelling. Our mission statement is to give a voice to those not often heard in the TTRPG community. So whether it be a system you've never heard of, or our testers being people of color, people on the LBGTQIA+ spectrum, we want to make sure our stories are broad, vast, and told from different perspectives. So whether you want classic role-playing or just big goofs, come listen to us try out systems, some of which we've even made ourselves. You can find us wherever you listen to podcasts, or head over to controlgrouppod.com. That's CTRL, just like the key on your keyboard. There you can find the systems we test along with easily accessible PDFs. So check us out if you're into Monster of the Week, Passion de los Pasiones, A Song of Fire and Ice, Lasers and Feelings, Gunsight, Void Worlds, Wizards and Wands, Stranded, Interstitial, The Last Shonen, and so much more!
gap in the door. It's a separate reality. The only me is me. Are you sure the only you is you? Animam Aguirre is a City of Mist actual play podcast following a group of teenagers as they enroll at a small university in the Pacific Northwest. They each have a part to play to fight back the darkness over Blackwall. Follow us on Twitter at Animam Aguirre and get ready to face your fears this April.
Be gay. Roll dice.
An LGBTQIA actual play podcast network.